Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I thank you for tuning in. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I uploaded, but your girl is back. I've already poured me a glass of wine. Cheers to the weekend. It is Saturday night, and I just want to come on here and talk to my single mothers out there and just talk to you guys about some of the things that I do for convenience. Huge disclaimer. If you can't do some of these things, don't feel bad about it. These are just things that I want to put out there that I do to make it more easier for me with my daughter. And it may not be affordable for you, but these are things that you can do in the future. This is what I like to do because, y'all, it's really hard being a single mother. It is. It's really hard. Or if you're the mom who always have the kid majority of the time, it's really hard. Don't feel bad for some of the things that I'm about to tell y'all because, you know, at one point I used to do the comparison thing with moms, and I'd be like, dang, you know, like I can't do this or I can't do that. And what I have to always remember is this is my reality. My life is not set up as a two-parent household. So a two-parent household, a mother has more of a leeway to do certain things. They may have all day to do certain things. They may have a lot more time than what you would have as a single mother. So, like I said, don't feel bad for any of these things that I'm about to tell you. I just want to make that clear because a comparison thing, being a parent, is like one of the worst things that you can do because everybody's lives is not set up the same way. But if you have time, pour your glass of wine, sit here and listen to what I'm about to talk to y'all about. And before we get into this video, I want to make sure I tell y'all, please hit that like, comment, and subscribe button and turn on your bell post notifications. That way you know the next time that I post a new video. Now, let me give me a sip of wine and we can start this video. Okay, y'all, so as y'all know, I have a 4-year-old. When we almost out of the toddler stage, almost, but we still there, but it's not as ghetto as it was. If you a mama of a toddler, you know how ghetto it is, y'all. But I will say, like, one of the things that is very important to me is paying for school. Y'all, I'm so sorry, but in a toddler mom, I have to have a break. I have to have a break because I work 6 days a week. I work third shift, so I go in at 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and I have to have some kind of time to where I can sleep and do what I need to do far as myself. Now that she's getting older, I am so big on self-care that I can't even fathom how I was doing it before when she was smaller, because she was at home with me for a year and I wasn't having time to do anything for myself. So paying for school is like one of the number one things that I feel like is paying for convenience, because y'all, you going to school. I'm sorry. I got to get some sleep and I need time to do what I need to do for myself, whether that's reading a book, whether that's sleeping, if I just want to lay around and watch TV in the morning, if I need to run errands without you, because as y'all know, with toddlers and taking toddlers places, they get overstimulated. After a while, they can't, attention span is short. So, you know, it's not a lot of stuff that you can do with toddlers. So I feel like you being in school is great for you because you can learn how to interact with kids. You learning, and that's just the best place for you. That's like a no-brainer. I'm sorry, like, yeah, that's just a no-brainer, y'all. So if you can afford school and you feel like you need time, and I'm not saying on any school, like, make sure y'all do your research on a lot of these schools, because people doing stuff to kids, and yeah, you got to go bye-bye, because mama needs some time to herself. Especially for me, because I am an introvert and I get very overstimulated because even though she's 4, I'm still adjusting to being a mom. I'm still adjusting to having to have someone with me every single day. And this is not like a person that you see in and out. Like, I got to see you every day. You mine. We here. And then she's very, very, very affectionate, which I love because she's teaching me new things that, you know, I'm not a real affectionate person, but she brings out a different side of me, of course. Of course, there's motherhood, but me being an introvert, I have to have some time to myself. So paying for school, I feel like is very, very, very convenient because it just helps you overall, y'all. That's just point blank. Okay, so number 2. One thing that I've recently started doing is I have hired somebody to come and clean my house for me. Like, I do, you know, the dishes and all of that, but like far as like deep cleaning, I really don't have a lot of time because I basically work every day. So I barely have time to, I'm barely here. I'm barely at the house. So when I am here, like, I don't want to have to do chores. When my daughter's gone with her dad, I want to be able to come home and just be able to relax. So I pay someone to come and clean my house, and I just handle like the little stuff of like dishes and vacuum and stuff like that. So y'all, I'm sorry. If there's one thing that you can afford to do, please do it. When she gets out of school, I want to be able to focus on being her mother, being what she needs, and focus all of my time, putting all my time into her in those moments when we're spending time after school. As a single mother, you know, you get overstimulated when you have so much on your mind, so much on your plate. You have to try to navigate and make ways to be able to not have mom guilt and not feel bad about, you know, being upset because we have this and that on our minds, and we want to overall be the best mother. We don't want to constantly be yelling and frustrated and irritated because we have so much on our plate. So to take some of that load off of me hiring someone to clean is like the best thing for me, y'all. A lot. Being a single mother is a lot. Like, you always have something to do. And for me, like getting off at 6 in the morning and having to take her to school, that's not including if I have errands to run, whatever appointment she has. It's just a lot. So when she's gone on the weekends, I like to come home and just be able to relax. If I want to watch my favorite TV show, if I want to lay around and just be lazy and not do anything, because as single mothers, as a mother, period, not as just a single mother, but as a mother, period, or father, whatever, but you deserve to be able to have days where you just do nothing. Especially when you're always doing something. Especially when you're always doing something with your kid. I don't care who thinks it's lazy or whatever. You could think what you want, child. I'm doing what works for me and my family. So I do like to go to the grocery store. Lately though, I haven't been wanting to go because it's just, it's busy. It's always busy. Y'all, DoorDash is my best friend. DoorDash and Instacart is my best friend. I'm sorry. And a lot of people don't like it. They don't want to. I love to use it because when I don't feel like going to the store, if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not doing it. If my body says I'm tired, I listen to my body. And I just order off of DoorDash or Instacart. It's just really helpful. You know, if you've used DoorDash, then you know it helps because you don't have to do all of that. It's like my best friend. DoorDash and Instacart is my best friend. I'm sorry. And to anybody that don't agree, you ain't got to comment. You just don't agree. And that's okay. But those are things that truly work out for me. like I said, you may have different things that you conveniently do. I don't feel bad about mine. I don't care who thinks it's lazy. I don't care what you think, because I'm a single mom finding my way. And this is what's working for me. This is what helps me and my baby to thrive. This is what takes the load off of me so that I can be what she needs. And I just want to be able to not be so overstimulated all the time, or, you know, so these are the things that's working for me. Like I said, I always remind myself that my life is not set up like some mothers. I'm not here to bash any moms. I'm not here to bash any man, family, whatever. But I will say, I will never feel bad about being a single mother, because there are some things that I've realized being older, and I know that there are women that actually stay in relationships just to feel like they have the help. When in reality, if you're really doing everything by yourself, you really don't have help. And, you know, I rather, if I'm going to be doing, you know, all of these things, it might as well just be me. And that's no shade to anybody. You know, like I said, my daughter's dad is very involved in her life. He gets her, but I'm just saying, strictly for the women that stay in a relationship just to feel like you have somebody, or someone's there to help you. Now, if you do got someone there to help you, hey, kudos to you, great for you. There are a lot of unhappy people out here that stay in relationships just to say that they have a two-parent home. And that is one thing that, I'm sorry, I just can't do. If I'm not happy, if you are not adding up to what I need, there is no reason for us to be together. So don't ever feel bad about being a single mother. Your happiness will come, because there are a lot of things. Some women, I feel like, have never been by themselves, so they don't even know how to be by themselves. And I feel like that's a good thing, to be able to have the strength to be by yourself, because you're teaching yourself courage, strength, and you're also showing your baby that it's okay, and to not accept anything. So for me, that's the way that I try to look at it, because I don't ever want my daughter to settle in anything, ever. So, you know, that's one thing that I've always thought about when me and her talk later on. You know, I do want to tell her, like, you know, it wasn't easy. It was very hard, but it was worth it for you. And I will never just be with anyone just to feel like I have help. Good and bad in everything that you do. So always remember that. Don't ever feel bad for being a single mother. I just wanted to come on here and, you know, talk to y'all about some of the things that I do for convenience. And, you know, if you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those bell post notifications. That way you know the next time that I post a new video. Now, y'all let me know down in the comments what some of the things that you guys do for convenience, because I'm very curious to know, because if it's something else that I can be doing that can help me thrive as a single mother, your girl will be right on that train. Yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments what you guys would like to see in the upcoming videos. I love you all. I thank you. See you all in the next video. Bye-bye.
High volume, high volume, high
Only thing that's saving you is a heart